Hi and welcome to Dexter Morgan, a fully responsive, clean, and professional Webflow template perfect for digital designers to showcase their portfolio. This template is built using the standard Webflow slider. It consists of three main pages: Work, About, and Contact. The pages are kept non-scrollable, and yet it is made sure that everything is clear and visible to the visitors across all devices: desktop, tablet, and mobile. So the first thing we'll go over is a template overview. So I'll go over the template and the different aspects of the template. So this template was created to be visually engaging and to be a great way to showcase your portfolio or resume. So here, if I click refresh, this is the first thing the user will see. So we have some nice animation with the panels coming down, and it's revealing all of the information. So I'll click again to refresh, and we see we have that nice animation. So this template is centered around the Webflow slider. So I'm just gonna close this little banner down here. It just has some links to the style guide and different information here. So I'll close it. And right down here in the lower right, we have a few arrows. So when I click to the right, it goes to the next slide, and we have some nice animation. So we have the heading, we have the image, and we have the information about the particular work. And then you can view details by clicking the View Details button, and you can link this out to anything. Right now it links out to a Behance page, but you can link it out to any page, also a video or Vimeo, a YouTube or Vimeo video. So in this tutorial, I'll showcase how to link to a video as well. Okay, and I'll click to the next slide. So again, we have another image, the heading, and the information about the particular work. All right, so the work page has 5 slides, but it's really easy to add a new slide, and I'll showcase how to do that in this tutorial as well. Okay, so that is the work page, and then we have the About page. So here it just has information about the artist, or about the person for the site. So here we have About Me, we have Skills and Services, and let me just close this down here. Again, if I click to the right, we have the slider, and here it's kind of a resume with the different years the works were created. And we have experience and clients. So again, it's really easy to add another slide to the About section as well. All right, and you can just go through the slides, and it's a really nice way to showcase information about your projects or a really nice resume. All right, so that is the About page. And then we have the Contact page. So again, we have that nice animation with the panels coming down. And then here the user can click on this email link, and it'll open your email client, and you can send an email through the email client. Okay, you can add some information. All this text is replaceable in all the different sections. The images are replaceable, and it's really easy to change all the colors. Okay, and then here to the left, we have the social media icons on every page. The social media icons are there to the left. All right, looks good. So that's a quick overview of the Dexter Morgan digital designer template. Next, we're going to talk about responsive design and how this template was built to be responsive across desktop, tablet, and mobile. Okay, so here I have the website inside of Webflow, and this is the desktop layout. So here I can click on tablet, mobile landscape, or mobile portrait to see the site on those different devices. So this template has been optimized and designed for the different devices and orientations. So here we have the tablet. Everything's just a little bit more condensed. We have the text is a little bit pushed in a bit more, and the image isn't as wide. Okay, then we have mobile landscape here, and here you can see that the title looks like it's going into the paragraph, but that's just because the viewport of my screen is really tall, so it's creating it's having the paragraph or the heading move into the paragraph. But on smaller devices, it looks really good. It's just because the viewport is being stretched, so things are being aligned differently here. But I'll showcase that in a second, why it'll be fine for smaller devices. So then we have mobile portrait, and again here we can see that the text and the heading are just in front of the image. And each device still has the animation, so the animation will play on every device. Okay, so the other thing that's been optimized and designed for tablet and mobile is the menu. So on desktop, we have kind of this horizontal menu with the work, about, and contact. On tablet, if I preview here in Webflow, we have this kind of hamburger menu here, and this is the menu trigger. So when I click, the menu comes in from left to right, and then we can select the different pages, work, about, and contact, and the social media links are here at the bottom. Okay, and then I can close it and open it. So it's the same for mobile landscape and mobile portrait. All right, so just to showcase the responsiveness for smaller devices, I'm going to go ahead and minimize, see if I can grab it here, minimize my browser, and let me just close this documentation here in the background. So if I minimize it to mobile, this would be, I think, mobile landscape or mobile portrait, and I resize the viewport, we can see everything looks fine. We have the heading and the paragraph. So if I make the viewport taller, it even looks okay here. It's just in Webflow when I'm designing, because the viewport's really tall, it kind of puts things together. But as you can see, it looks great for mobile landscape and mobile portrait. And there we have the menu. Okay, so just wanted to showcase that really quick. So yeah, that's the responsive design for the template. The next thing we'll move on to is the navigator panel and the symbols used for this template. So here in Webflow, I'll go to the navigator panel, or you can hold down F on your keyboard. So here we have the navigator panel. So you'll notice we have quite a few symbols for the site. We could actually recreate an entire page using just symbols. And symbols are these kind of green things here that looks like a box. And basically they're just saved components that you can re-add to any page. And if you double click, you can go inside of the symbol and edit it, and the edits will be applied across all symbols that are on the page. So if you have a menu and you edit the symbol, you edit one symbol on a page, it'll be, the changes will go across all symbols, or yeah, all pages that have that symbol. Okay, and I'll leave a Webflow video that talks about symbols in more detail in the description for the template. Okay, so we have the symbols, we have mobile navigation, background dark, header, flex container 2, and flex container. The only thing that's not a symbol is the slider, so we can customize it and really, yeah, if we wanted to add more slides or change images, we could easily do that. So just as an example, and also, yeah, let me go over this really quick. We have bottom banner and banner open wrapper. So you can actually delete this. This was just to showcase information about the template. If you know, I can go ahead and delete it to remove that bottom piece, or I can select it, go to the, yeah, let me select it here, go to styles, and just set the display setting to none. Okay, so we don't see that bottom banner there. All right, so yeah, just to showcase how to use symbols, I'll create a new page here, and I'll just call it test. And I can go ahead and add here on the left, add a symbol. I can add the mobile navigation. It'll show on the mobile site. I can add the flex container. So as you can see, we now have that background. I can add the background dark, which is the left side. And I can add the flex container 2 that has the social media. And I can add the header. All right, so just like that, we've created pretty much the background of the page just with symbols. Then you could add a slider, or you could add any other information you'd like on this page. So that is symbols. It's a really easy way to re-add components to pages. You could also duplicate a page and kind of, you know, if you wanted the slider or kind of a different purpose for the slider, you could just duplicate a page and change the images and the text for the slider. All right, so I'll go ahead and delete the test page because we don't need it. All right, so that is the navigator panel and the symbols. Okay, so on to the really fun part, which is adding a new slide. So here in the navigator, if I go click on the slider and I open it, and then I open the mask, we have the different slides for the slider. So to add a new slide, it's actually really simple. I can just hit Command C to copy the slide here in the navigator, and then hit Command V to paste. And now we have a new slide. So this new slide will have the same image and content. So I can, select the slide here. I can change the text just by double clicking. And to change the image, it's actually, really simple. All you have to do is go into the slice wrapper right up here. So it's in the slice wrapper, then open up image container, and inside of each image container, there is an image slice. So right now it's S5 image slice, which stands for slide 5 image slice. We did duplicate that slide, so it's now slide 6. So you just have to click on S5 image slice 1, go to styles, and then select duplicate class, and just rename it to S6 image slice 1. You could actually rename it to anything, but just to stay consistent, we'll rename it S6 image slice 1. Then go into the backgrounds, click here, choose an image, and I'll just replace the image with an image I have here. So we'll do this one here. So notice it changes the image, so we just have to do it for the second and third image. So I'll go back into the navigator, select image slice 2. I'll duplicate the class, rename it to S6 image slice 3 or image slice 2. Okay, again, I'll go to the background, choose image, and I'll select that same image that I just selected so that it's, so it creates the entire image. Okay, and then image container 3, select S5 image slice 3. I'll duplicate the class and just rename it to S6 image slice 3. Again, I'll go to the background, choose image, and I'll select that same image. So now if I preview, that is image slice 6. And just to make sure, I'll go ahead back to slide 6, and we'll just edit the text, and I'll just call it slide 6 for the heading. Okay, so we have slide 6, and I can go through all the slides, and it's just that easy. So I'll recap really quick. So this is slide 5, and then we have slide 6. All right, so just to recap, we went into the slider. So open slider, we went into the mask, we copied the last slide, and then pasted, and then inside, let me just collapse it here, inside of slice wrapper, we opened it, and we have image container 1, 2, and 3, and inside each image container, there's an image, so we just duplicated the class for each image and changed it to the number for the slide, so it was slide 6, so we said S6 image slice 1 through 3. So that's adding a new slide to the template. You can do the same for the About page as well. So the next thing I'll cover is working with the tablet and mobile menu. So right now we can't see the tablet and mobile menu. So if I preview, it's not there, but when I click, the menu shows up. Okay, so let's say you want to edit the menu. What you can do is go into the mobile navigation. So I'll double click and then click on mobile nav right here. Then go to styles, and with mobile nav selected, go down to position, and right here we can see the position is set to negative 100%. So the menu has been moved all the way to the left, and then with the interaction, we're actually moving that menu back in. So all I have to do here to bring the menu back in is change the negative 100 to 0, and now I can work with the menu. So if I wanted to rename the menu items, I could just click, say work, services, and contact. And I could edit, pretty much anything here within the menu, the mobile nav here, and it'll be applied to all the layouts here: tablet, mobile landscape, and mobile portrait. So once I'm done editing the mobile nav, I'll just select it, go here where it says position, and change it back to negative 100% so that it comes back in with the interaction. If I were to leave it at 0% and I preview, we see it doesn't really work. It's actually moving it all the way to the right there. So we want to go ahead and go to position and change it back to negative 100%. and make sure you have mobile nav selected. You can double click in the symbol and then select mobile nav. So yeah, to edit a symbol, you double click and then you can edit the contents inside of it. All right, so now when I click, the menu comes in. All right, so that is the tablet and mobile nav, and that's how to edit it. So the next thing I'll go over is how to link this view details button to a video. So, people love videos, so you might want to, if you have a video about your project, you could link this view details to that video. So to do that, it's fairly simple. So with the link text here selected, or basically we have the details link here, and it's inside of the details wrapper. So we want to place a lightbox link inside of the details wrapper. So here I'll add an element. I'll scroll down in the components, and right here in components, I'll select lightbox. So now we have this lightbox link. I don't need that image inside of there, so I'll just in the navigator select it and delete. Okay, and I'll click, hold, and drag and place it above the details link. And basically anything inside of this details link, I want to put in the lightbox link. So I'm going to click, hold, and drag and just place the arrow on hover, the link text, and the arrow on hover here as well. So it's all inside of the lightbox link, but as you can see, it's not in the proper place. And that's because we need to assign this class name called details link to the lightbox link. So I'll select the lightbox link, go into styles, and call it details link. Give it the class name details link, and just like that, that details link is a lightbox link and it's in the proper location. Then I can select this details link link block and just delete it. So now if I preview and I click, nothing is happening because we haven't added a video. So here I have the WebDev for You YouTube channel, and I have a video, so I can just click share, and I can copy this YouTube link here, go back into Webflow, and here with the lightbox link selected, go to element settings right up here, and here I want to add a video for the media, so I'll select the video icon, and I'll hit Command V to paste that video in there, and click save. So now when I preview, and I click on view details, the video shows up. Pretty simple, can be a nice way to showcase video. People love video. I myself love watching videos as well. So you can just link to a video. You can double click in here and say view video instead of view details, so the user knows that they'll be watching a video. All right, so that is how to link the view details to a video. You can also, here I'll go to another slide. And here, if you're just linking to a view details, you can click on the details link, go to element settings, and you can link it out to anything here. So right now it's linked out to behance.net, but you can link it out to any page you'd like. Or you could link it out to a portfolio page or a project page at Behance, or whatever social media channel, Dribble, or yeah, pretty much whatever page you'd like. So now I'll quickly go over search engine optimization, or SEO. So to add a specific page title and description, you can just click here where it says pages, and here for the particular page, so we have home, about, and contact, just click on this gear icon to edit the page settings, and then right here we have SEO settings, and here you can change the title for the page and the description so it shows up properly in the search engines. So you can do that for the home page. The about, go to SEO settings, give it a specific title and description, and the same for the contact page. Just give it a specific title and description. So I like to start usually with the brand name and then kind of the page name, or the page name and then the brand name. But that's up to you how you want your site to look within the search engines. So the next thing I'll cover is the style guide and documentation. So within the template, there's a few pages called style guide and image licenses. So the first thing I'll do is click on style guide, and here we have the different styles for the typography for the template. So we have the headings. So we have the headings here, H1, H2, H3, and H5. Then the paragraph text here. And then we have the color usage. So what's really great about this template is that you can replace all the colors. All the colors are within global swatches. So here, if I select this color block and I go to the color, we notice right here we have all these different global swatches. So here for the color usage, it tells you, the color and what the color is being used for. So if I wanted to change kind of the background color for the body and the background dark, it says the color usage here. I can just click on this div block and it shows me that it's this global swatch, so I can select it. And here we have the swatch selected, and we can see it says body, and right here I can edit the swatch and I can give it a different color. So if I say something like blue and click save, any element on the site that has this color will be changed as well. So now if I go back to the home page, we can see that this section here is now blue. Okay, so it's really easy to change colors for the template. If you're not sure what color pertains to what, you can just select it within the template and it'll show you within the global swatch. So let me just try selecting another element here. Let me go back in here. So let's say I select flex container and I select flex column wide and go down to background. We can see that it's using the flex container fill. All right, so it's described pretty well, so you should be able to know what pertains to what. If you're not sure, just select the element within the site and see if it has a global swatch applied to it. So if you change the global swatch, it'll be applied to any elements that has that specific color applied to it. Yeah, so you can do that here in the color usage, or basically within the template. All right, so that is the style guide. We also have the image licenses. All the images used within this template are under the Creative Commons 0 license, so you can use it for your projects, personal or commercial, or you can replace all the images with your own images. All the images and social media images and arrows are here in the assets panel. And here's the favicon as well and the logo for the template. But yeah, you'd probably want to replace all of that with your own content and images. All right, and yeah, so that's the style guide and image licenses. We also have documentation. So this is the documentation. You can download it right from the template description at Webflow. So here it goes through basically everything I just covered. We have the typography, the different headings. We have the color usage as well. And about the images, this is the images within the template. It basically covers how to replace the images. So the images are in the image container for each slide. And then it talks about how the images are positioned to create that slice reveal effect. So the images are kind of moved to the left. So first you have the full image at, I think, 500%. And then the images are just moved to the left to create that slice reveal effect. All right, so there we go. To replace the images, just duplicate the image in the new slide that was copied and give the new slide, duplicate the class for that slide, give it a new class name and replace the image. Okay, so yeah, there we go, adding slides. Basically everything I covered about adding the slide and duplicating the class and editing the mobile navigation. What I covered, moving it from negative 100% to 0%. So all that's in the documentation. So if you're not sure about anything I covered in the tutorial, it is covered here in the documentation as well. And the credits for the images used in the template. Okay, so that is the documentation. You can download it right off the description for the template. So the last thing I'll cover for the template is interactions. So let me just go back to the home page. And we have this kind of funky blue. Let me go back into the style guide and kind of redo that global swatch. So I'll click in here, select that color, edit, and we'll just change it back to black and save. Okay, so let me go back to the home page, and yeah, looks good. So I'll cover interactions kind of briefly. I'll leave a great Webflow video that talks about interactions, but each slide has an interaction applied to it, and there's a few other elements on the site that has an interaction applied. And you can tell it has an interaction if it has this green circle with the lightning bolt symbol. So if I click on slide and I go to the interactions panel here, or click H on my keyboard, it shows me here the different interactions. So there's a page load interaction, there's the slider arrows, and then there's the entire, so when you initially go to the site, there's that entire page load interaction where all the panels are coming down. So that's on page load. But then the slider, when you click into a slide or click out of a slide, it has all these animations, and that's how we can create this really visually engaging slide with these different animations. The animations are here, so you can edit them if you want. I'd recommend kind of maybe getting a bit of practice with interactions before changing all of this. If you do change anything, you can always undo, but the timing is added, so it all works really seamless. But yeah, if you did want to access all the interactions, they're here. So we have the details link hover, nav hover, mobile menu click animation, slider arrows, the slide animation reset, contact page, banner close, and banner open. So that banner is just for the bottom to kind of showcase that information initially about the style guide and the image licenses, and the one that says powered by Webflow. Okay, yeah, so for the slider in view, we have the slide animation coming in. When the slide goes out of view, the slide animation resets and kind of goes out of view. All right, so that is the interactions. You can go through the navigator panel and just see, what different elements have interactions, and then you can access them by going to the interactions panel. Yeah, so I'll leave a great Webflow video that talks about interactions in the template description. All right, so yeah, that is it for interactions. As you can probably tell, this template has quite a few interactions to make it really engaging and yeah, visually exciting for the user as they're going through the different slides and clicking on different elements on the site. Okay, so that is it for the Dexter Morgan Digital Designer Portfolio template. If you have any questions when using the template, you can leave a comment in the support section for the template, and I will be happy to answer any questions regarding the template. Or you can email me directly at support@webdevforyou.com. Yeah, so have fun using the template. It is a really fun template. I like it because of all the animations, and the user can have a really nice time looking through your projects and your portfolio. Yeah, so yeah, any questions, feel free to contact me, and I'd be happy to help. So yeah, have fun designing in Webflow.